goodness, this week has been overwhelming in my opinion, and I mean overwhelming in a very, very positive way. I've been touched by so many people during this week period that I would have never imagined I'd have exposure to. I'm blown away. I can't think of anything that I would have had gone differently. Not one aspect of any moment. These individuals, not only are they wonderful people, but they have a commitment that fits really with my commitment to the world. It's just helping others. And the way that they are so genuinely engaged in applying their practice was just overwhelming. They just deeply, deeply care about the impact they're having. And because of that feeling, it just made everything so natural. It felt so safe, so trustworthy of the individuals that were helping with my experience, that aspect of the experience was just so calming and really allowed me to explore deeper in myself because of their presence and the way they conduct themselves. That is a significant component of the journey, and it should give everyone confidence if you're contemplating this step. When it came to the psychedelic experience, I felt as though it was going to be just getting exposure to the medicine and how that would impact my thought process and discovery. But what I learned was that the medicine is just a component of the ceremony. For me, part of the journey that has really impacted my mindset is the fact that the ceremony itself is a tribute to cultures from all around the world that have utilized plant medicine to better themselves. And it's the combination of that process, the thanking of the ancestors who perpetuated these ideas, perpetuated the notion of continued self-improvement and connection with your subconscious. The ceremony was woven into the plant medicine in a way that made it much, much deeper and more impactful, other than just the consumption of the medicine. And it helped me learn so much about how our ancestors really utilized this to be able to handle the stresses of life that life throws at us, and give us a deeper understanding of the world and that we do have such a heritage. It just made me feel a part of something, a community that has great respect for the world and the planet, and especially people. And within the ceremony and the sessions before and after the ceremony, the ultimate message that it came down to was, loving yourself first, so that then you can love others and love the world. And that was something I was always aware of, but I never had it so dramatically or intensely brought to my attention. And I don't think, unless the ceremony was conducted in the way it was, in the sessions before and after, I would have understood it just by consuming the medicine. It's not something you should take lightly, but it's very powerful when you're surrounded by a group of people that care about you and are looking for you to have the best outcome possible and not just go through the process. Something I didn't know I needed. I think I mentioned to you coming in that I really don't have any problems in my life, and my goals were to expand my understanding of, spirituality, what's out there, why are we here, kind of those concepts, and finding God. And in reality, once I went through the ceremony, I learned that there was some work I had to do. Like I think all of us have. The world has plenty of bliss, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. But during everyone's life, there are things that you encounter that lead to some maybe pent up issues that it's so much better to deal with than to try to, what I think I was doing was repressing them. And until I had gone through the blissful moments of the plant medicine and helping me really discover what my spirituality is, ceremony also shed light on some things that I had in my life that I need to work on. And that's probably been the most powerful part, is knowing that things aren't always perfect, and that's okay. Yeah. During my deepest moment within the ceremonial journey, I would say bliss. Bliss was where my sensation and revelation was about my spirituality and why we're here. Ultimate bliss.